Welcome back to Makeup with Gigi. Today we're going to use our Jeffree Star Pink Religion palette and we're going to create this awesome pink look. So pretty. And I'm going to get ready for work. Nothing super exciting. So, if you still want to watch, grab a snack, sit back. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. Leave me a comment so I know you were here. I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright everybody, so I've already started by priming my face with the Marshmallow Primer. I did my brows with the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and that's in like, I don't know, neutral brown. And then the Wow Brow Brow Gel, and that's in deep brown. And let's see, what else have I done? I primed my eyes with my Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime, that's shade 1. And I set that with the Laura Mercier setting powder. And for those that are playing our home game here, we're going to use our BH Cosmetics. This is the #1 brush, my favorite guy here. And we're going to start by dipping into our Jeffree Star Pink Religion palette. And I'm going to use this color right here at the top, Saint Star. Y'all ever have a week that you just feel like, you know, I'm really just not feeling work? Like more so than normal. That's me today. I'm not feeling it. I really had a hard time deciding what color to go with. That's like the biggest decision of my day. What fun color eyeshadow is going to brighten the world today? See, this is just a very soft, I'm building it up, but it's a very soft, like baby pink. Perfect for a transition. Okay, that's good for that side. We can always build it up some more in a little bit if we need to. But you know, my transition color usually gets covered up anyway. With this Eye Prep Eye Prime, you definitely want to make sure that it's even, or else your eyeshadow is going to stick uneven. The next color we're going to go into is going to be Lollipop Luxury right here. And it is a little more of a coral pink. I don't think I've used it yet, so let's try it out. We're going to make this our corner here. We're not going super dark today. Oh, this is pretty. It's like hot pink. We're not going crazy today, like I said. I'm really just not feeling it. But we're going to press on and make it work. You know, y'all, I bought this palette knowing that I probably would not wear a lot of looks. But it is quickly changing my opinion. I never wore a lot of pink looks is because I just never found a good pink. Let's switch over for just a minute to our #4 BH Cosmetics brush. And we're going to dip that into the color Diva, which I guess if you turn the palette on the right way, it's the 3rd row down in the middle. And that's just going to be our little bit brighter standout color here in the corner. Just to kind of deepen the bottom, not a ton. It just kind of fills in the bottom of my gradient that I'm going for here. And we know everybody's going to get a good blend in a minute with the #1, so this is really more about just precisely placing where you want your color to go. keeping in mind you are going to blend it in a minute. It's going to expand a little bit. All right, back with the number 1. Let's blend that in just a little bit. It's nice and hot pink, right? Okay, so we're going to finish out the top portion right here. And we're going to use this color Sugar Savior. Can't remember if I've used this one or not. It looks like I might have used it, but I may not have. I may have just swatched it. Let's see. And that's just a little bit softer of like a Barbie-ish pink. We're not going to go too heavy here though, because we do want this to be the softer portion of our gradient. We're going to take, for just a minute, a little help from our Orgy palette. I really need just a really soft, whitish pink. And I think this color here, Silk Robe, it's going to be just what the doctor's looking for here. We're going to get out our Precision Blender. We know him, right? And because I definitely like the pink thing going on. I just need something here to soften edges and not be, you know, too much extra pigment. I'm not looking for a lot of pigment because we're going to highlight this later. And that may have some pigment. Alright, that will have some pigment, y'all know. But I need this softened just a little. There, see how pretty that is? See what a difference just that little bit of extra blending makes? Okay, let's complete the hot pink fantasy here. We're going to go in with Candy Cathedral, which is the shimmer in the middle here, very bubblegummy Barbie pink. And I want to put it just on the outside here. We're going to do like a halo kind of effect. A little bit on the inside here. And I'm using a brush because it's a little more precise for the halo. I don't have any problem picking the color up with a dry brush and getting adequate pigment. Could probably use a bigger brush. This is a Morphe M213. I picked him up because I knew he'd be good for the little part. And I just don't really feel like getting another brush. And let's clean that off. And then in the middle, we're going to go in with the lighter shimmery pink Frosting Cult. And with our number 1 brush by BH Cosmetics, we're just going to smooth out all those edges. Okay, I'm going to real quick go ahead and get my eyeliner out of the way. I've got my e.l.f. Expert liquid liner today, and this is the Midnight color, which is a navy blue rather than black. I also have the LA Girl Shockwave Neon. This is technically a lip pencil, but I'm using it on my eyes, and it's in the color Pop. And then the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the color Exit, which is white, and that will go on my bottom waterline. Okay, let's go in next with our L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Serum. This is the 2-3 tint. I'm just going to squirt it on my hand. And we're going to use a beauty blender and just tap it in. Got little tiny volcanoes trying to erupt right here on my chin, so I did hit those with a little green color corrector. And we're also going to hit them with a little concealer in a minute. And I'm smelling everything. This one smells weird. Not really chemical-y, but not makeup-y, but not like skincare-y. I don't know. It's weird. I guess it smells most closely to a serum, which would make sense, I guess, because it is one. For this part of my concealer, we're going to use the Shape Tape 35N. This is medium. That's just the darkest one I have. But it's real close to my skin tone. And we're just going over the worst ones. We're not worrying about the ones I can't see. While those are kind of hanging out and just drying a little bit, I'm going to also take my 35N, that is the medium color, and I'm going to do just a little bit, not my usual amount, just a little bit. And what this is going to do is this is going to help cover some of that hyperpigmentation and the dark circles a little bit, and then we'll go back in with a little more of a brighter shade and brighten where we need to. This will give us better dark circle coverage. I learned so much when I watch other people. Who was I watching? I think that was Wayne Goss I was watching. I didn't know that. I'm sure it's a trick that's been around forever and ever because there's nothing new in makeup. It's just all packaged in a new way, or a new person, you know, peddling hundreds of year old advice. But I like it. See, that took care of a lot of the darkness. Now we're going to go in with our 27S, and that's the light medium sand. And now we're going to brighten. And it's also going to, you know, cover up any remaining darkness. But that first layer is really going to do the work. And see, even though we're not using that same big old triangle of concealer that, you know, we used to use, we're still blending it in the same areas. It still ends up blended in that triangle. Just a little brightness. Now let's go and see, and since that matches so well with our skin, it really doesn't need a whole lot of blending in. Let's go back and we're just going to set all of those areas now with my Laura Mercier setting powder. Okay, and now everybody gets a quick dust off with our good friend Shorty here. My skin does not like baking. If your skin likes it, it looks beautiful on camera. I don't think I've ever seen it in person and had it actually look as pretty as it did on camera. So if you're just doing it for the Instagram, doing it for the TikTok, take me back, doing it for the Vine, then it's fine. Cake that shit up. But I gotta wear this all night, so I'm definitely not trying to bake my face. So next, we're gonna take our fan brush and we're gonna dip that into our iconic London Ultimate Bronzer. Please don't mind the mess in the reflection or my fingerprints. And we're just gonna For blush today, we're going to go in with the Animal Crossing ColourPop Truffle Shuffle. I know you can't see it. I don't even know why I bother trying. And as per usual, when we wear pink eyeshadow, we're not doing a whole lot of pink on our cheeks. Shouldn't have to compete with each other, but we are still going to take it up into our temple area. Alright, now let's blend all that in with Shorty. Let's finish up under our eyes real fast. I've got my M165 here. And I don't want to go crazy under my eyes because that's a lot of pink going on. So I think I'm going to go in with the color here, Sugar Savior. And I'm going to use that for most of my under eye. And I think we're going to blend it out with that silk robe color that we borrowed out of Orgy over there. Maybe we hit it with a little tiny bit of this Diva in the corner. And we're going to switch over to the BH Cosmetics number 2 brush, which is like a little blendy guy. He's not too thick though. We don't want him too thick, but we want him a little thick. And like I said, I'm just going to go back into Orgy and use that color Silk Robe right here. And I'm just going to blend out right here. Now that the under eye is done, we're going to go in with our Sacred Glass highlighter palette. I'm going to take my favorite highlighter brush. I think we named him Tinkerbell the other day. And I'm going to start by dipping Tinkerbell here into Pearly Gates, which is the one on this end. And we're also going to dip into Pink Purity, which is right here in the middle. I love both of these together. I know one of his highlighters is plenty, but why not? Like, you don't get shine like that just anywhere. I definitely feel like Pink Purity is shinier. Like, that's the one, that's the girl. We're also going to take real fast our Morphe M431 brush, which is this guy. And I'm also going to dip that into Pink Purity. And we're going to use that to highlight our brow. And we're going to give those a quick once over here with our freshly cleaned off number 1 BH Cosmetics brush. And that'll be just to make sure that they're blended in evenly and playing nicely with what we already had going on there. Okay, back to the M431. With that brush, we're going to take out our Pink Religion palette again, and we're going to go back into the color Frosting Cult. Remember, we used that in the middle of our halo eye. We are also going to take it just on the end of our brush here, and we're going to do our inner corner. And we're going to do kind of a lot for the inner corner, like make it kind of tall. Because we are also, in a minute, going to come back. Clean off your brush, and then we're going to go in to Princess Crown. And we're going to do just that right on the corner because it's like super sparkle. Look at that. That's all like, look the fuck at me. I also just took what was left on my brush and hit a little bit up under my brows. There we go. Everybody happy. Looks like all we're left with is lips today. And we're going to go pretty basic because, again, too much pink and that's just not a good thing. I'm going to go in with my ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is the color Oh Sis. I haven't used this one before, so let's see. That's got kind of a coral feel to it, which is great because I'm going to go in with my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lip, and this is the Yak, which came in the Summer Mystery Box. Will only ever be available in the Summer Mystery Box. After that, they go in the vault. And I think that's going to do it for us. I do feel like that needs a little pink in it. Alright, we did kind of give that a little more definition by using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lip in the color Jeffree What the Fuck, which is what I really wanted to wear, but it's a lot of pink. But I did go around the edges, kind of like a liner, and smush it around and make sure it's all blended evenly in. And I'm pretty pleased with the result here. Later, if I need to reapply at work, I'll probably just pop on Androgyny because it's in my purse, but this is cute. That's going to do it for us. Don't forget to leave me a comment, like, and subscribe below, and I'll see you next time.